I'd like to call to order the meeting of the Metropolitan Area Public Schools Trust. First order of business is to approve the minutes of the February 4th meeting, and I would accept a motion to that effect.
So moved.
It's been moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. We'll vote. Approved. We have financial reports. The revenue and obligation report for December 2013 is in your package. Very little revenue. Continues to move forward though with paying the bills, and the payments are there as well. Are there any questions? Seeing none, I'd like a motion to approve the report.
Move approval.
Second.
Moved and seconded. We'll vote. Approved. Next item of business are several change orders. Mr. Todd.
Mr. Chairman, did we approve both A and B?
I had planned on it. We can go ahead and do another motion for. Did you show me A and B?
Yeah.
Did you?
I thought, Valerie, was your motion for both
Yeah.
A and B? That's what
Okay.
I
Yeah.
understood.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Mr. Todd.
Yes, sir. We have 4 change orders here. First change order is for Emerson Alternative School. It's an increase of $45,985. See, item number 1 is elevator shaft relocation. As we got out to the site, and remember that this is a school that was built in the early 1900s, when we got onto the site and started the subsurface work, we found that the footings, instead of being located as they are nowadays in a tight area, they were really large foundations that had been poured, and they sloped out, and they got into the area where the elevator shaft was to be constructed. And as they started to try and excavate in that area, it started falling apart. So we found out that we decided it was better to move that elevator shaft away from the wall to where we could get good foundation on it and not disturb the foundation for the existing buildings. So when we move that elevator shaft over, item number 2 is some additional 1-hour firewall divisors on that. Mr. Chairman, you want me to just continue?
Why don't you keep going, then we'll vote on all of them.
Okay. Item B is approved change order number 10 for Northeast Academy for Health Sciences and Engineering, increase of $11,581.74, project EB 0015 ES 0080. Northeast Academy, there's 3 items here. The first one is some electrical outlets to service some equipment on the roof, and then item number 2 is some guardrails and ladders for an area that we didn't actually do work, but because code requires when you update things, you've got to bring the other things up to code, so we had to add the ladders and the guardrails. And then item 3 is to move some sprinkler heads for some ceiling-mounted HVAC units. No questions. I'll go on to C. C is approved change order number 5 for Roosevelt Middle School, increase of $6,171, project ES-0072. 2 items on here. There's a request from the fire marshal to add some exit lights, and then item 2 was a request, or actually it was a choice. There's an area underneath the stage that could be used for storage, and it shouldn't be. If we were going to use it for storage, we had to sprinkle it, and that would have been a significant cost. We were given the option of just enclosing that area, so we chose to just enclose it so that it could not be used for storage. And item D is approved change order number 7 for Webster Middle School, increase of $34,139, project ES-0069. That is item number 1 is the most significant on this, and is district request for installation of gas and air fixtures in 3 existing science labs.
Are there any questions about the 4 change orders? Seeing none, I'd accept a motion to approve all 4 of them.
So moved.
It's been moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Been moved and seconded. We'll vote. Approved. We have Two schools for final acceptance, Jefferson Middle School and Parmalee Elementary School. Are there any questions with regard to these two acceptances? Seeing none, I'd recognize a motion for approval.
Move approval.
It's been moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. We'll vote. Approved. Mr. Flowers.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. The Maps for Kids projects with the final acceptance of the two schools today, Jefferson and Parmalee, that only leaves 10 that are in construction. Two of those, Northeast Academy and Northwest Classen High School, we anticipate final acceptance will appear on next month's agenda. There are 3 schools that are nearing completion, all middle schools, Webster, Taft, and Roosevelt. And then the remaining 5 are ongoing, John Rex, Columbus at Jackson Elementary, and then Rogers Middle School, Emerson Alternative, and Classen SAS Phase 2. As for the 2007 bond projects, construction is ongoing at West Nichols Hills, Parmalee, Hillcrest, Pierce, Adams, Bodine, Horseman, Kaiser, Mark Twain, Putnam Heights, Southern Hills, Stan Wadey, Buchanan, Gatewood, Johnson, and Oak Ridge Elementary classrooms and gyms. And construction is also ongoing at the 2 stadiums at Taft and Spiegel. Our next trust meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, March 4th.
Are there any questions? Seeing none, there's also a monthly report from ADG. Are there any other comments from trustees? Citizens? We are adjourned.